Good evening, everyone. It's a Godlike Sunday. It's great to see everybody here. It's been a great weekend, but almost things come to an end that are great. It's been very productive, but also very busy. This weekend, I finished boxing up XM Hulkbuster. It's going to Matthew. What a devastating scene when the statue's all boxed up and gone from your collection. Man, that was rough to look at today. So yeah, that was rough. But it's going to a great collector, and he collects all my Iron Man pieces, so he's bought a lot from me. It's going to a great home. So that one's leaving the collection. A lot of things going on in the community. We're going to discuss a few things and just address the chat. A lot of things happened this weekend too in the Godlike community, and we'll talk about that here in just a minute. It is Enabling Sunday for sure, and if you guys don't know, in our particular chat group, there is an abundance of enabling with all of us. I mean, it just is. That's all it is. So we'll talk a little bit about that today, and maybe somebody pulled a trigger. We'll see. We'll bring up some pieces and talk a little bit about those as well. Mr. Kiefer, good evening, sir. How are you?
Oh, happy Monday. It's good to be here. And yes, it was a busy day in the chat today. And yeah, anxious to talk about that. It was a fun day. Yeah, looking forward to the week. God willing, I get my truck back tomorrow after 2 weeks of being grounded. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, I know you weren't a happy camper about your truck. So yeah, I'm sure you'll be glad to get that back in. Better Noah's Ark. Noah, how you doing, man? Great to see you.
Doing good, man. I had a productive weekend, got a lot of stuff done, and just been doing a lot of home maintenance lately. And so yeah, it's good to just sit down and hang out for a little bit before getting back into things tomorrow. So
yep,
yeah.
Well, I'm glad you're here. Great to see you, Marcos. How you doing, man? Yeah, great to see you, man. How you doing?
Doing good, man. Doing good. I'm glad to be here. People are going to start throwing arrows at me today. I get it, but done with how to be done.
Yeah. Well, we'll talk a little bit about that here in just a minute. And of course, the OG A+ collectibles, the master of lighting himself, Mr. Martinez. Great to see you. How are you, sir? Thanks for being here.
Hey, thanks for having me, guys. But I am not the master of lighting. It is that gentleman right there.
Yeah.
Thank you. Again, appreciate you guys. Yeah, I mean, I'm snowed in today. It's bad weather here in Kentucky, so I'm happy to be here. So yeah.
Wow.
Great. Thank you.
And you have to enlighten me. What is snow? We're from Texas. We have no idea what that is. So.
No, bro.
We have no idea what that is. So.
Northern Kentucky, we actually have about 10 inches of snow we're going to get. So
oh, wow.
I'm stuck inside.
Wow. That's a lot. It's amazing. Well, like I said, it's great to see everybody here. Let me address the chat because we have a lot of people coming in right now, and it's great to see you all here. My man has always got my back. Terry, great to see you, man. Thanks for being here. My man Rick, great to see you. And Punisher, awesome. Neshy, great to see you, man. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you very much. My man JWR, what's going on, nerd? Great to see you. Everybody's just coming in right now. Oh, Riley, it's nice to see you. Great to see you. Thanks for being here. Okay, Lex, great to see you. Thanks for being here. Oh, Jax, great to see you. Everybody's just coming on in. My man Mike, another OG collector. Mr. Edmondson, great to see you. Casual, great to see you, man. Thanks, everybody here. Oh, you know what? I heard that. We'll see. We'll see. Love to see that if that happens. Well, we'll see. Man, if that happens, if I'll tell you right now, when it snows here, we lose our minds. We don't know what to do.
Yeah.
So we don't have snow tires or anything. We just kind of go with the flow, and everything shuts down in Texas for that reason.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's because you guys use sand, right? More sand mixture than salt.
Yes.
Yeah, so you don't damage the cars and the roads and all that stuff. That's why.
But it's like, California, they have a little bit of rain in California. They don't know what to do either. They're just like, I don't know what to do. They're like, in California, it's like, I don't know. So we all have our different, areas we're in. Struggles. Yeah. Texas for sure. The cold is not us. We don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I was saying, the power goes out too. Yep, it happens a lot. It does. It happens a lot. Don, great to see you, man. Thanks for being here. Everybody's just coming in. Thank you all for joining us to talk about collectibles. I do want to address something real quick. On the last 7 days, we have 146 subscribers on Godlike Statues. Thank you so very much. I promise to work hard to bring you the best content possible. We do high-end collectible review and unboxing. Great to see you all here. Okay, so a lot of things happened this weekend. Noah's got that straight face. He's like, I didn't do anything wrong, man. I'm good. So but we had a lot of things happen in our group chat this weekend. And let me bring this up real quick here. Yep. Yeah, let me bring this up here real quick. So I got a message in our group this week. Now, for you that don't know, Noah's doing a live unboxing this next week on Godlike Statues for Ripley. So we are doing that. We're going to show that off. This is inside my cart right now, and I got an email from Comic Concept saying, hey, something's in your cart, bro. You haven't checked out quite yet. And I messaged Joshua, and I said, are you watching me, or what's going on here? And he laughs and he goes, hey, man, low stock. You got to pull the trigger. Here we go. It's funny because I was talking with Matt Martin today, and he also said that this is another piece he's looking for as well. But there's a few places that still have this piece up. This is probably one of the best quarter scale statues Blitzway Prime 1 has done. If you're an Aliens fan, this is hands down one of the best to pick up. I'm on the fence because the scaling's 1/4, so it doesn't really match what I'm trying to do. And that's my biggest issue with it. But I was telling Alan today, well, everybody else too. I was telling everybody else in our chat today, in February, they're going to be like, okay, well, Ripley, Aliens, 1/3 scale XL. There you go. Now we'll have a different version of her at a larger scale. I can totally see that happening. It may not, but who knows? I was talking with everybody.
Totally sell this though.
What's that?
I said if they did a 3rd scale, you could totally sell this one though. It's going to be highly sought after. So
it's true. I did think about that too.
And Jimmy, here's the thing too. If you buy the quarter scale Tusk Alien, then you'll have something to go with it. So that's what I'm doing.
Wait.
Yeah, are you telling me to buy another statue with this?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
For the price of 2, yeah.
Well, I'm all in on the XL dog alien, but I just don't think this matches like what I want to do. That was my biggest problem, is that I have to be very selective on where things are going to go, because every spot in my collection has been spoken for. That's even with me boxing up a few pieces. The other spots are spoken for. So that's my biggest problem right now, is that this scale on this one. Do I want it? Yes, I do want this one still. But it definitely makes sense for Brian, definitely makes sense for Noah. I just don't know really what to do and where it should be paired with. Mr. Kiefer, where is yours paired with, and where do you have it at?
I have mine between, oh my goodness, between the Prime 1 Tusk Alien and then Ripley, and then on the other side is the Prime 1 Warrior Alien. And yeah, the scales aren't exactly correct, but it doesn't matter. It's still a great representation of the character.
Yeah.
I don't care that the scale doesn't match.
Okay.
It really doesn't bother me. And also, if you're looking for a piece to match scale with this one, I'm just throwing it out there. The XM, I forget what it's called. It's their latest Alien. They did one in brown and one in black.
I love that one.
Yeah, the black one. And that's about the right scale. And that would go really well with this Ripley.
So why buy one statue when you can buy 2 more?
Exactly correct. What would Alan do? That's what Alan would do.
Yeah. Oh, clearly.
Well, Alan, what's the Alien Warrior? I know it says it's non-scale, but is it somewhere between quarter and 3rd scale, or is it?
Yeah, it's.
I mean, that one, like measurement-wise, that one looks like it would be close to Ripley, because I think the whole statue, she's only 22 inches. So I would think that would work.
It's a little bit of a taller piece, but that's because it's got a tall base and it's got all those we call them the huggers. face huggers crawling around on
Oh
the
yeah,
mountain.
yeah. Mhm.
Right.
I think that would be awesome with this. In fact, I was thinking about picking up that piece.
Wow.
So yeah, I like that piece, and I think it would pair up really well with Ripley.
Mhm. I'm really hoping that they do a quarter scale Rain Carradine from Romulus. I would get that too.
Yeah, and that's all well and good, but the thing is, these pieces that we're talking about, they're maybe 3 years out.
Yeah.
Before that Romulus piece comes out, or even Dog
Yeah.
Alien, even if they do put that out for PO in the next couple months, you're still going to be looking at 2 years before that thing gets here.
Hmm.
Yeah. This is an amazing piece. I mean, it just is. I think when Marcos got back after looking through Alan's collection, he had mentioned that this is one piece that really stood out to him.
Mm-hmm.
That the likeness on it was just over the top. Yeah, Marcos, I don't know, man. I'm on the fence about this, but
I would,
I love
yeah,
it.
I'll be the good friend. I'll say don't do it because they're gonna come out with a 1/3. I don't know if it's gonna be next year or the year after or the year after, but they will do it. Prime one would, and they won't. But if you like, Noah did say a good point. If they do that and you get this, you get it in 1/4. It's gonna be a completely different piece usually than the 1/3 one they do. I bet you the 1/3 one probably be a kind of more museum representation with the character. I bet. They're not like Sideshow. They don't use the same, same statue, just bigger size.
Hmm.
So
Could be a different outfit too.
exactly. And I think this one's gonna be obviously the more dynamic piece out of the two when they do 1/3. For me, I just say don't do it because I just think we all fall to this. We all want something, like always.
Sure.
And you can get this next week, and you're like, "Oh, I'm so happy, I'm happy," and then you're like, "Why did I get this later?" Even though it's great, you're like, "Why did I do this?" Like I have a couple pieces of
Yeah.
that too. And it's really great. You guys know my feelings about this. I love this piece. But for your collection, I would say don't do it just because of the reasons I said, basically, like that you are doing 1/3 Alien, you're not doing 1/4.
Yeah. Yeah.
And yeah, that's my whole thing. But you guys know I love this piece. It's not like I'm saying don't get it because it sucks. I'm saying don't get it because it's just not for. It's like with Alan. Like I like the Prime one Battinson more than the JND one, but I was like, Alan, the one that fits your collection better, in my opinion, is the Battinson JND. So, yeah.
Yeah, this is a great one. I mean, I was on the fence today about it, and that's the only reason I didn't pull a trigger was because of the size. Mr. Martinez, I don't know if you're familiar with this piece, and I mean, what do you think about this?
Yeah, I'm very familiar with this piece. I think it's as far as the piece, I think as far as likeness, it's about 87.5%. I think that's why I did that, Marcos. No, it's a very cool piece. I haven't seen it in person, so it's hard because. But the one thing I'm impressed with is I was looking at this, and the production is actually better than the prototype, and that's very uncommon. I would wait just because I agree with you that I feel like they're going to do this in a larger scale. But I also agree with Noah because, like, why not enjoy it if you really love it? Because I know you, Jimmy, you have a lot of plans. I feel like you can display this well to look good in your collection. I feel like you could enjoy it so it's I don't know, man. Maybe just do it, bro. Get it in so you can see what it looks like in person. And what do you have to lose? I mean, you can sell it for what you paid, or if not more. I agree with Noah on that part.
Yeah, I think the live unboxing is going to be a lot of enabling on my side when I meet with Noah this week when he's unboxing them, especially a piece like this. And I'm so glad they did this. I am so glad they made this character, and I think it's fantastic. I think it's one that most likely will come home eventually, but I'm still not 100% sure if I should work this in. I think Alan's right. Having another, alien next to her would be amazing. And Alan, I love that XM one. I do. I really do. And I know I can get it for a good deal right now. But
it's on sale. It's on sale right now.
Oh, thank you, Alan. I appreciate that.
But Alan, isn't the Hive Warrior technically a 3rd scale though? Because that's like 33 inches tall, isn't it? And she's only like 22.
Well, it's tall because of the base.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think I remember that.
Okay. Gotcha.
think I remember that. Hey, Mike, chill out, man. Can't enjoy. See you later. But makes it reduce the price. Yeah, I mean, I know what you mean. I mean, because a lot of times I'll do that, and then I'll get it, I'll enjoy it, and I'll sell it a little later. I haven't had any problem selling statues like these last a few months. So I'm gonna think about it. And Mike, we need to get you on the show very soon. I really want to get Mike on again. Great piece, and I'm on the fence. I'll decide this week, but this one is very well. It's most likely to come home. We'll see. I did want to bring this up real quick and show everybody. If you didn't already catch it, let me bring this up. Messages from everywhere. Thank you. There it is. If you do not catch this, I want to give a shout out to Terry from Gotham Cinebites for doing a room tour for us and getting all that set up. I really appreciate it. He has an amazing collection. Dark Knight's Metal. He's got a few other pieces, but he is the 2024 Alan Kiefer Award winner. So congratulations, Terry, on the award again. And then also massive thank you for taking time to get that filmed for us. More room tours coming. They're being edited and filmed as we speak. So again, thank you very much, Terry, for that. We really appreciate it. Norman, how are you, sir? Great to see you. Thanks for being here. And let me bring this up here real quick because this came up in our group also. And before we move on to something else, there we go. This also came up in our group. This is probably one of the best representations of the character, in my opinion. It's so awesome. It's a great design. I love the mixed media on it. I didn't know what to expect when this first was announced because of how dominant Prime 1 does their Berserk pieces. I mean, it's so hard to go against them because they do such a great job with them. But when I saw the prototype, I wasn't impressed. Prototype, nope, didn't do anything for me. But then seeing the final version, I was definitely blown away. It looks great. My problem is that the third scale didn't match the whole line of Prime 1. Prime 1s are mainly 1/4 scale. So I'm pretty positive eventually they'll do the Berserker armor. I know they're doing Griffin. We'll talk about that here in a minute. They'll do other characters as well. But this is an amazing piece. Does anybody know who ordered this in our chat today or yesterday?
It was Freddie. It was Freddie.
Freddie, got it. All right. Yeah.
No, I've become a JND fraud, a hater fraud. I ordered this last night. I pulled the trigger finally on this piece. Waitlist converted on a website. I pulled the trigger. If you guys were watching on ASV Collectibles last night, we had a kind of like a J&D hater session. I loved it because I knew it was gonna be my last night I could do it. Now I cannot talk bad about J&D. I'm a cult follower now of the J&D fandom. I'm part of the cult. Fraud alert! There it is. I'm a fraud. You guys can talk all you want in the chat. I finally succumbed to this. But no, in all honesty, the only thing I wish, because I know the Griffith we're not talking about, it has they're making real metal, it says, for the armor. I wish they did that with this, and I hope they actually do. I don't know if they said it or not, but I hope the armor on him is hopefully some type of metal. That'd be really cool. But other than that, I think this is the best 1/3 guts. I know Prime 1's done some 1/3, and I was trying to justify myself trying to get the Black Swordsman version of the Prime 1/1. And I just did not. I was not feeling it ever. So I had to tell myself I need a 1/3 guts. This is the best one in my opinion. Finally, waitlist converted. Pulled the trigger. Got it. And it's coming home. Hopefully maybe at the end of this year, probably. Like Freddie said too, JND's always usually on time with the products. They usually don't have a lot of delays with their productions. But yeah, man, I'm a JND hater fraud. There we go, people. Finally did it.
Congrats, man. I'm glad you got it.
Thank you, Alan. You helped me a lot, obviously, with me. Well, obviously, Alan just said do it. So it wasn't that hard for him, but definitely went to Alan because I think Alan, you said you have this piece coming as well, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
I asked him, blah blah blah, and then they went from there.
Wait, Alan, you ordered this too? I didn't know you ordered this.
Oh yes.
Wow.
Yeah. I ordered. Yeah. I have this coming.
Okay, man.
I jumped on it like quite a while ago, actually.
I remember when this launched, you're like, well, it's okay. It didn't match my collection. And that lasted like 30 minutes, I guess. So you got it.
Well, it lasted about, maybe an hour.
Okay.
I don't know. I think this would be fine to match up with other 1/3 Berserker pieces from Prime 1. I think it's those characters at least. Like, if anything, it's gonna be an inch off, like real height, So
I mean, the 1/3 from Prime 1 are massive. Like they're huge. I mean, the 1/4, they're just really big.
Well, Jimmy, you had the 1/3.
Yeah,
you
but the 1/3.
Well, that's what I mean in comparison to Prime 1's 1/3 compared to this 1/3.
There's no way. Like the Prime 1 1/3 makes this one will look small.
Well,
I mean,
because Prime 1 just has that tall base, so that's what I'm saying.
It's part of the base.
Yeah.
But still, put this next to it, it'll look little. It wouldn't look like it's. You know what? I don't know.
They kind of overscale their bodies a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. For me, I love the details it has on the skin. With all the cuts.
Yeah.
It's very Black Swordsman arc looking like. I love and this is my favorite base JND's ever done. That's a big issue I've had with JND in the past. Is the bases have been plain Jane. They said, "Fuck it, we're going all out on this one," So I'm happy they did.
This is a great piece, man. Like, if I'm a fan of Berserk, and I think the Prime 1 pieces are great. But if you look at the tertiary details, that means like the level of fidelity and the level of details, like upon detail. This thing blows. It doesn't matter if it's not accurate to the comic. Just the artistic take on this is so good.
Yeah.
And I've never owned a JND piece. I would buy this if I had the freaking money. I would buy it like right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is a great piece. So yeah, congrats, Marcos.
Yeah, I mean, I'm on the wait list for this too, but we'll see if that converts. Ross, great to see you. Hunting, we're excited. Oh, it's already Monday for you over in Sydney. Okay, thanks for being here and spending time with us. Looks like you're a day ahead of us, so thanks for being here on happy Monday to you and your family, and then also it was Sunday for us, so great to see you. My man, Johnny, great to see you, and loves that Guts. I know, man, it's a great piece, but man, I really love this piece. I don't know how I would display it, where it would go, but I really wish I had it. So we'll see in the future. Maybe this will be one that we end up picking up later. But I've always loved it. But yeah, great piece. Congratulations. Even Lane, yeah. I mean, thanks to Lane is where I saw my first JND piece, and I realized how great they are. They are very pricey, but this is a great one. I really love it. So I was talking with Battlecat today, right? And he had mentioned that he had a plan. And Marcos, you're gonna love this. He had mentioned he had a plan that behind his where he has his man cave, he's got this one area where he's got like a table, but behind it he's got bus there. His plan was to have an elevator that would rise up, and it would have Jordan, the PCS Jordan, with his hands out behind him.
The bus.
And I was like, that would have been incredible, but he ended up passing on that, I think, and he got some other pieces instead. But just the idea, my God, it would have been something to see, and I know he's still, tweaking things out, getting things together, but the idea of that, he's got a really good eye. He does. He's got really good ideas too. So that's a recipe for making a really nice display. So he's got some pretty nice pieces, and I know he's got some new ones that just came in. I think he just got the Aquaman in. I know he ordered the Queen Studios Hulk, and he just ordered that. He ordered Jungle Hunter. He's got some great pieces coming in. So congratulations, Battle Cat. Those are some great pieces.
I think he told me though why he passed up on the Jordan ones because he's waiting for the PCS LeBron bust. That's just annoying.
Is that what it was?
No,
Is that what it was? Yeah. So, yeah. I mean, this is something that I mentioned. I was talking to him today about that, and I was like, "Wow, this is like we all need to step it up just a little bit. We got elevators and everything else. So, but great concept, great idea. I was talking with Matt today. He sent me a message and he goes, "Liquid came in," and I said, "Oh, what did you get?" And he posted. He sent me a few pictures through Messenger, but he posted this. He ended up picking up the Prime 1, the Batman. So that's, man, this is one piece that let me get let me take it off. Sorry. Hang on a second. Let me take this banner. Yep. Hey, there we go. All right. Yeah, Matt posted this today. He ended up getting the Prime 1 Batman. I know this piece is on sale right now on Prime 1, so you can get it for a really good deal. But this is a great one. This is a great one.
I really like this piece a lot.
I do too. And
I've almost bought it so many times.
Look at that face sculpt. Looks good. Wow. That looks great. Great pictures from Matt. He sent me some pictures right before he ended up posting, but this looks fantastic. The cape looks PVC. Is it just me?
Yeah, it looks like it is.
This sculpt
I hope it is.
Yeah. I hope it is too. Look at that.
Hey, Jimmy, is this the one that has the Jim Lee portrait?
Yes.
And a fab up.
I think this is awesome, dude. Like, this is awesome.
It is. It's a great one. And you can get it for a really good deal right now. I'm not sure what Matt ended up paying for this, but he just ended up buying this, and it's a great piece. Great piece. So last week I had mentioned it. I think it's Friday, but last week we were in the chat and it was Sunday, and Alan was like, "Man, go! JND is on sale." So we ended up getting both of us the JND Pattinson Batman. So that is coming in. That's coming to the collection, hands down. That's going to be put next to the Bell bust I'm getting. So those are going to be all together. So I can't wait for that. That's why I didn't get any others, but I love this one too. Great piece. Congratulations, Matt. Man, talking with Matt today, he's like, "Man, I want to get Ripley. Thanks to you guys watching the channel. Thanks to you guys. I want to get Ripley." He I think he's getting another Iron Man piece, and then now this one too. So he's got a lot of great pieces coming in. Oh, you know what else he's got, Alan? He's got the Infinity Bust coming for the Bell Infinity Bust.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's got that too coming. So yeah, he's got a lot of.
That's the helmet one, right? Where the helmet side is like.
Yeah, that's the one. That one doesn't. I mean, for me, I know it doesn't fit in here well. So I wanted to go with the Queen on that, but because the likeness was, to me, it was just a little bit better. So that's the one I'm going to go with. But great piece, congratulations, Matt. That piece looks amazing. Let me bring this up here real quick. And this guy here, he posted this today. I'd like him to speak to it just a little bit. This is from one of the OG collectors in the community. He posted this today. A+ Collectibles. He's very modest about his lighting, but in all honesty, I learned a lot from him in the beginning because I didn't know like what I wanted to do, and I kept seeing his pictures. He kept posting things, and I started asking all these questions like, "Okay, so what do you do this? How do you do this?" And Aiden stepped up and said, "Oh yeah, man, this is what you do. This is how I'm doing it, whatever." But I think it does help too that you're a really good photographer on top of that. But this came out really nice, man. I think I remember you telling me a while back, Jimmy, less is more. When you display things together, less is more. And I'm starting to realize that more and more, especially how you have these displayed. Aiden, talk a little bit about this. I know this is a piece you had a while back, but I think you've mentioned before, this is one of your favorite Batman statues of all times.
It is. You know, and the funny thing is, I'm not a fan of Frank Miller, generally speaking.
Okay.
Um, but the thing about this, if you look at it and you just look at the artistic take on it, you can see the wrinkles in the suit. Um, the cape was everything is so well proportioned. And I know that a lot of people like the Detective 1000 or just a lot of Batman statues made, but this one, it's just so well done and it's represented so well from comic to statue form.
Yep.
I feel like if there's one Batman that I could have, and I don't like Frank Miller's art because it's very exaggerated, very like, you know, he's older Batman, right? But it was just so well done, and I mean, look at the freaking pistol or the gun on there, like the rifle is so good.
Yeah.
The base is good, and in person, it's even better. Like, and I'm the kind of person like, if I look at something in pictures, I can tell if I'm gonna like it in person. And this one blew me away when I got it. I was like, wow, this is even better than I thought it would be. So yeah, this is a great, great, great piece, Jimmy. Like, it's really, really good.
Aiden, I have to ask you. Okay, so when you look at this picture, right? Where's the lighting coming from? Is it above, or do you have spotlights on it, or how does that work?
Yeah, very similar to our guy there, who's like the best in lighting and display. Um, Back that was about maybe about 8 inches long, and it had 3 spotlights. So what I would do is direct a spotlight onto different portions, like one on the base, one on, like towards the cape, and one like on his face and his torso, right?
Oh,
So I think that's yeah, and I would have 3 individual spotlights on each statue. So when you do spotlights, you have to remember it's a small radius, right? And
yeah.
the ones that I had weren't like the ones where you can. There's some enhanced spotlights where you can increase the radius and decrease them. These ones are just like from Amazon. So what you had to do is make sure that you didn't leave too much dark areas. So I had to like kind of direct them in certain points. And this
Wow.
here is 3,000 Kelvin, so it's more of like an orangish tint, right? So it's not the white light that a lot of people use. So I feel
Sure.
that creates more mood, like more of like a lounge kind of moody feel.
Mm.
But when you get that kind of light, you do have to make sure you have more spotlights on that one statue because these are big statues. If you had a quarter scale, maybe you could get away with 2, but I would do 3 spotlights per statue. Is what I had to do.
Wow. So,
Yeah.
I mean, that's straight from a veteran collector of how it's best to, portray your statue. I think talking with Alan too, Alan gave us a lot of good advice, but when talking with Alan, talking with Aiden, I think we all can agree that spotlights are the way to go, correct? I mean, spotlights are the way to go when trying to display something. Now, it doesn't mean it's the right way, but it's just something that I prefer because it gives you more of a museum type feel. Is it just me, or and what do you guys think about that, Alan?
No, it definitely does.
Okay, okay,
And yeah, the fact that Aiden said he's got 3 pretty much on each statue, and yeah, I absolutely agree with that. They do have a small radius, and you have to do that. Um, I know on some of my pieces, depending on which one it is, like the Zod in the middle, I think there's like 10 MR11 little the track heads that to light that thing up. Ghost Rider has at least 8 or 9 of them. Yeah, to get it lit up evenly, yeah, you have to use multiple light sources.
sure. Have you noticed on this particular picture right here that he's got spotlights, on the right areas on the statue, but he's got just, and it could be wrong here. He's got one just on the portrait that's next to it that gives that illusion of like Batman coming out of like the dark. Is that just me?
Oh, it looks great.
Am I reading into it too much? I don't know, man, but
No,
that's
You did a great job.
no, that's
It
he
looks
did. He did.
no. Thank you, Alan. No, that's what I did. Actually, when you do canvas, these are canvas, and these are very large canvas prints. You have to put them above, not too far away, because if you do them coming, it's all about angles, right, Alan? Like you got to do the angles. So if you put them where they're shooting like this, it's going to create a glare. So you have to put them above it, kind of having the light come down on it. So it was very right. It was very strategic because canvas created really bad glare. So I had to kind of figure out how can I do that where you can focus on his face and just the main part of the canvas. So yeah, no, that was very intentional.
I see. Well, Aiden, great job on this display, man. I mean, seeing these pictures of just your ideas and how you got this to come through, on pictures and just sharing with the community, it's just awesome. It is. So, again, great job with that. I look forward to seeing what the collection will be in 2025 and what you'll be doing. I know you'll be collecting more things this year, so I look forward to seeing that. Great idea. It looks fantastic.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
Love to see you start getting back into it, man.
Yeah. Let me bring this up here real quick. Yeah, that's awesome. Yes, I love you too. Let me get this on. Get rid of that. Thank you. So Marcos, here's your next piece here. You'll be ordering.
Chill.
Already JND is teasing 1/3 Griffin. So this Griffith. Yeah, this is going to be an amazing piece. The armor looks amazing. It looks amazing. So I've never been a fan of this character. I don't know. It's just never been my thing, for this character. But this will probably be the best versions of it coming up, And I look forward to seeing what they end up doing with this and how they portray the character. Noah, what do you think, man? Just some samples, or do you like the direction they're going in with this?
Yeah, I mean, it's cool to see somebody finally do like full metal armor. So I'm excited to see that. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, it's always good to see another Griffith statue. Is that the pose they're potentially going with? Okay, cool. I hadn't seen that yet. Yeah, that's cool.
I don't like that pose.
I don't either.
I don't like the fact that his hand with the sword is going to be covering his face.
Oh,
and
sure.
That portrait, they have got to get that portrait absolutely spot on.
Or do you think it'll be like a little bit off to the side, or I don't know?
Well,
it's hard
the thing
to
is,
from that angle.
It's a very feminine looking portrait.
Mm-hmm.
And if they don't capture that, it's not going to work. And I don't like that hand up by his face.
I
don't think they would do this one because
don't think so.
From the armor, it looks like Band of the Hawk Griffith, and this one is the post Tanisha event Griffith. This is like him in this like the last arc.
Yeah, Falcon of Light. Yeah.
So that legacy arc one was kind of more bluish, as you can see in this armor. That's that one. This one's more silver. So the silver is the Band of the Hawk. Kind of lines up with the guts they did with the black swords in the story, at least. Not like in the chapters, not like the story. It's completely different years, but I think they're gonna go more Band of the Hawk, and it kind of looks like that with the helmet they have too. So I think they're gonna go that version. So, and if they did this pose, I'm with Alan. It's a stupid pose to do. He's a character that's very like beautiful as a man. Like even like men in the story, like he's so beautiful. Like why am I feeling like this? They say that all the time. So you got to get that portrait. The portrait's gonna be the biggest part of this. The armor is gonna be really cool though. Like Noah said, they said metal armor. So, and they also said I think it's gonna be 40 pieces just for the armor. So kind of to me like a little Lego piece, which is cool.
To me like it's going to be expensive.
Yeah, it's gonna be expensive. So why is it gonna be expensive too? Is because that Guts sold out so quick, man.
Yep.
So we're gonna up the edition size, I bet, on this one, and we're gonna up the price. And look, the market tells you what your price is, and their price for at least on the Berserk one so far is high.
They do have to be a little bit careful though, because Griffith statues do have kind of a tendency to stick around for a while in stock. So
I get that, I get that, but I also agree that I haven't seen a great Griffith statue yet, in my opinion. I haven't really seen one. The Legacy R one had potential, but it didn't hit it for me. The 1/6 one, yeah, and then the 1/4 one you had, Noah, I wasn't a big fan of that. There's been some unlicensed.
Yeah,
stuff
it had
in
a couple good angles, but it was
Yeah.
it wasn't too, and every piece was so fragile and
Yeah,
heavy.
and the thing is,
stuff.
and it's not. We haven't seen a bad one. It just nothing's been great. So hopefully this is like maybe the great one that everybody's been wanting.
Yeah.
JND
Did you
has
ever
it-
see the,
yeah.
the player one version?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
did.
Like,
It was decent. Yeah, I liked
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
there's another one that like remember that one is like 50 inches tall because that base like is like a whole like
Oh
crazy
yeah,
freak.
there was like
Yeah,
wasn't it
that-
like a
yeah.
third skill, I think. It might have been
Yeah.
a third skill, yeah, and the base was like just a giant pillar.
It was as big
Yeah.
as me basically. But that one looked pretty good. But I know they gave you two options with the bases, so it wasn't like a big deal. But there was like a base that made it 50 inches tall as a 1/3 statue. But hopefully this comes out good. Like I said, I just don't think it'll be this picture. And if it is,
It most likely isn't. I mean,
Yeah.
I think Alan said it best, is that if they don't nail the portrait on this, that it's not going to do well. It's not going to do well. It's got to, the portrait, they've got to nail it. And you know what? I think they will. I think they'll do a great job with this character. I think they'll make people really want it. The people that have not purchased a lot of this particular character from Prime 1, this will probably be the one they buy. If it's anything what I'm thinking of, full armor where they're showing with a great portrait, I think people will buy it. I really do.
do you guys think they're gonna go even deeper in this line? I can see it's Zod.
100%.
I can see it's Zod
Well,
because
I
he
hope
has a lot of
so.
skin.
I hope they do Casca after this.
Casca?
Oh yeah, that'd be good. Yeah.
That'd be a good one.
That-
Zod would be good
that would
too
be
because Zod has a
A
lot
third
of skin.
kill
on his-
Zod would be nuts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
don't think they're gonna do like people keep saying Berserker armor. I just can't see that. There's like unless they do full metal, like that's the only thing. Like because there's no portrait
I think
really
they
you can
will.
do with silicone. Like you can do one, but
Well, there's
like,
that manga portrait where his hair's kind of
Yeah.
messy and down with the blood and everything. They could do
That's
that,
true.
but that was kind of
One
that was
scene.
Prime One's big reveal for their third
Mhm.
skill. So
I'm going to throw it out there. They're going to start a whole line, and they're going to do all of those. They're going to do more characters than you've seen before from any other line. You know why? Because the first one sold out, and everybody wanted it. So that means there's a demand for it. That means they're going to do more. That's all. That's what I see.
The thing that's going for this line too is like obviously there's a huge Berserk in the statue community, a huge Berserk fan base, and then there's a huge cult. Like I'm part of it now, the JND cult fans that they just buy JND even though they don't know the IP. So they have multiple areas of people are going to buy this statue for no reason. So that's good for them. It's great money. Like they have multiple areas markets they can point at and to buy the statue. That's a good.
I agree with Cypher though. They need to do Slan next.
Oh,
That would make them a lot of money. Yeah.
Yeah,
That would-
all silicone. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Hey, Alan, what do you think for the wing material? That'd be kind of interesting. How they would.
Ooh.
Could you do a silicone body with like steel, like where you could have steel pegs that go in the back or something like that are separate from the silicone? I don't know.
Possible.
Maybe PVC.
It would be really cool if they used a leather-like material, stretched between some, with metal rod inserts in it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of creative things they could do with that.
Yeah, that'd be interesting. Yeah.
That would be cool.
But she's got to be naked. I mean, come on.
Yeah, no, Liddy's
Yeah.
the character though. Like she's like always naked, so it makes sense
Mhm.
actually. It's not just being horny. It's actually like a legit thing. It's like a legit thing of the statue of the character. So I get it. I'm with you, Alex. I'm with you.
Well, I can definitely see JND going full in with this line
Yeah, I
because
can.
it's already doing well for them. I think that
School
also
night
we
horse.
should
I'm kidding.
bring this up real quick. Let me
Oh.
get rid of all these messages I got. Thank you very much. This was shown this week by PCS, a new Punisher statue by Adams. I've seen ones where he's got the turret too, like he's holding the turret, and then the bullet shells on the base.
Yeah, the Gatling gun. Nice.
Man, that looks pretty good to me. I mean, Mr. Martinez, thoughts on this piece?
Yeah, so you guys know I'm a huge fan of Van Adams. Like the guy's he's putting in the work, bro. Like for people that complain about him, about the company, you got to remember how many IPs he's doing.
Yep.
He's doing how many factories. Like come on. So this right here looks awesome. It looks awesome. The only thing I'm not crazy about is the logo on the base. And
Mhm.
the portrait could be a little bit better.
Yes.
But that's nitpicking. That's nitpicking, right? Like, and this is based off a game, I take it, right?
What game is
Yeah.
that?
It's the
Is this-
it's the Conquest of Champions. It's like that's his whole Marvel 1/3 line, but it has
Right.
like multiple outfits, so you can do whatever you want. Like you can just do
Yeah,
whatever you want.
yeah.
So that's the thing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
No, and I think you got it. You know what? The guy is putting in the work, and he is giving people what they want. Is it going to
Yep.
be 100% comic accurate? No, but this is like an artist interpretation based on the game. It's going to be great for what it is, and people that pick it up are going to love it. Period.
Yeah. No, I see. Ant's doing great work over there. I mean, looking at this piece, it may be very accurate to the game, but I would like to see the portrait a little slimmer, just a little bit, slimmed up just a bit. And Aiden's right that logo it needs some work, but it could be very accurate to what they're trying to portray here. But it's something that I love. Frank Castle, I love the story, I love the Punisher, but I would like to see some tweaks. I think it needs just a little bit. It does. Noah, what do you think about this one?
It looks good, man. I never really got into the Punisher too much, so I'm not really familiar with this character, but I think the piece looks great. He looks jacked. I like the texture on his clothes. I mean,
Mhm.
it's a cool piece, man. Yeah, I like it. Just just never got into the Punisher.
Yeah, no, I love the story of this, and the comics are really cool, actually.
Yeah.
Mr. Kiefer, do you like this one?
Yeah, very much.
Okay.
The only thing that immediately caught my eye was that base.
Mhm.
Yeah.
The logo on that base, I don't know. It just hit me. It was like slapping me in the face as soon as I saw it.
Yeah,
Can you bring it up, Jimmy?
I can.
Thanks for bringing it up. It looks cartoony.
It does. It does.
Compared to the rest of the piece, so that it just looks absolutely out of place.
Yeah.
So
I think with.
go ahead.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you're in. Go ahead.
No, I was going to say what they should have done is more like a realistic skull, right, Alan?
Mhm.
And then
Yeah.
maybe add some shading to it to create like a 3D effect instead of just like a sticker or something.
Yeah.
Exactly. It looks like a refrigerator sticker. Yeah.
That's what it looks like. Yeah.
I don't need to be, like critical, but that's the one thing that's just glaring to me.
I mean, it's obvious to me that this is the part that's lacking right here. But look, this is still not the full. I mean, who knows? Maybe they may change it. They may. They're still working on things. They're going to announce everything really soon here in a pre-order. But that's the feedback we need to give Ant. Right? Is that
And the thing
man?
is,
This is
Ant
this is what we need
listens
to work
though.
at.
Like when people
He
say,
listens.
if there's enough people that say I hate this or dislike it, he listens and he's like, okay, let's go back to the drawing board for this. He's done
Yeah.
it multiple times. But
Mhm.
for me, I just don't like the base in general. Like honestly, I just think it's too small.
Okay.
Like, his feet are barely hanging on for dear life. It
Mhm.
looks like.
Mhm.
I love the Frank Castle we've seen so far. I hope there's a portrait just like a normal face without the war paint Punisher face.
There will be.
Yeah, and then also like it's not really probably there's an outfit for this Jimmy on the game, but like I said, you can do whatever you want because it has every outfit of those characters. Like you can do old school Punisher, you can do new school Punisher. So it's not like he has to follow a certain look. Maybe the license says he has to do it, but like the Blade piece that came out, he's like, I'm making it as close as I can to Wesley Snipes, and that's from the game universe too. So
Okay.
yeah, so you can just do whatever he wants. Honestly, that's the good thing about this IP he has is with these characters, he can just do whatever costume he wants, whatever thing. But obviously, license has to say you do this and that. But made it metal, that'd be cool. Maybe some blood on it, right? On that Punisher
Yeah.
logo there.
That would be cool too.
Or some bullet holes. Fuck it, like that's easy. I don't know.
Yeah.
But the whole base.
I agree with Marcos. The base looks maybe a little too small in general for the piece.
Because like he's
Yeah.
a big guy, as we can see. Like it's like a big
Yeah.
guy. It's like it reminds me of like Tommy Boy, like fat guy in a little coat. Like a big guy in a little like, trying to be on a little base. So I don't know. They just got to make it a little bit bigger. Not like ginormous or anything, but the whole base just needs some work. He'll figure it out.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think it does need some work. I think PCS will deliver, a banger at the end.
Looks good
I
though.
just don't. It does look good. And Aiden's right. You got to give it to Adams. He's working, trying to get a whole bunch of different projects out. I really want to see more from him this year. But Marvel 1/3. I mean, I know Jay is going to really bring the heat in 2025 with Marvel. So I look forward to seeing what he does with the 1/3 scale. Talking with him several times, he is so passionate about bringing the best character, the best statue. And I have to admit, when I saw Iron Man, it's like, man, I don't need this. But my God, it's so good. It's so well done. But they nailed it. They did a great job with classic Iron Man. And I do love the fact that they put the two torsos on Iron Man to where it has more of a modern look or more of a, old school look too. Just another great idea they had. And I gotta admit, the portraits on Iron Man, the one where he's like tilting and looking to the side, I love that one. I love where he's holding the helmet. The only critique I had was that, man, he should have had a little bit of gray hair on each side, like right here on both sides. I think that would have made it even better. But give it up to Jay, man. They hit a home run with that one. Great job on that. Really? Josh was saying he's got the 1/3 species coming. That is a great one.
That's
man.
cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
If you want to do an unboxing, let me know, Jax. Love to see that. Yeah, great one. So let me bring this up here from our friends over at Sideshow today. They did announce another Rogue is coming as well. They've done this character a lot. Is it just me?
Mm-hmm.
They've done this character a lot.
Like 3 statues now.
Yeah, three statues, man.
They had the Dio with her and Gambit, and then they had the old 1/4, and then now they have this. Like, there could be one more too, but
yeah, I don't know. Well, I need to see more. I mean, before I make a judgment call, but it's very unique. I mean, the pose looks very unique in how they did this, but I'm gonna need to see a little bit more. Who knows? Maybe this base is incredible on this. I don't know. But most X-Men statues have the Danger Room base, like either a Danger Room base or a Sentinel base, like one or the other. So who knows? Maybe this will be something that we're not expecting. So I look forward to seeing this. I wish my boy Brian was here because I know when I saw this, this was 100% him. Let me bring this up here real quick. And no, I think you know what I'm talking about. He's like, yep, sure do. The Witch of the Woods. Yeah, I saw this and I was like, wow, that looks amazing. But this is everything Brian loves. Like Aura, it's a female statue and it's 1/4 and it's Sideshow. All 4 of those things, that's what Brian does. So I could definitely see him getting this and whatnot. I think they showed some concept art too a while back on this. But anybody in on this piece, Alan? Is something you would think about? Maybe you need to see more still.
I need to see more, but it looks like something that it would look good possibly with the oh my goodness, my mind just went dead. The vampire piece that they just did and the succubus.
Yes. Yeah.
Cypher with that demon looking character on the base, it could go well with Court of the Dead. So
it could
more.
Yeah, this is a great statue. I definitely want to see more, but I don't really have to ask. I know Brian's going to get this. I know he's going to get this piece. It's everything Brian loves. So yeah, I think he'll get this piece and whatnot. So great piece from Sideshow. Anything else you guys want to bring up tonight?
Cypher, I hope it's topless.
Well, come on, man.
Hey, Jimmy, why don't we talk about what you and I talked about? That you said, Alan, about his glass, the non-reflective glass.
Great bring. So, when I first got my Maju cases, I Alan gave me some advice. I ended up buying this right here. Ended up buying this here, and I got three different bottles, some for scratches, some for cleaning or whatnot. But this product works really well. But what I love about it is when it's sprayed on, like dust does not stick to the plexiglass.
Right.
And that is major, like major. So I was very impressed with that. But Alan, you talked about when you were getting your glass made for your pieces, you use a different type of glass. Can you tell us what that was? I think you called it museum glass or something.
Well, it's one of the brand names is Starfire, and in the process of making that glass, they remove a lot of the lead out of the glass, so it's not as strong as regular plate glass, but it removes the green tint out of the glass. So the reason, I do custom aquariums, so I have a lot of experience with acrylic and a lot of experience with different types of glass.
Okay.
So, as soon as you told me, Jimmy, that you got those acrylic cases, the Novus product has an anti-static, leaves an anti-static finish. So after you apply that, if you use Windex or something like that on that acrylic, you're going to ruin it. You can't do that. I've seen people do that. But if you use that product and put it on properly, it leaves a nice shine, and you won't get dust on it. And with the Starfire type glass, again, it, like any normal glass, it still will reflect. It reflects. It reflects light.
It does.
It's like any other kind of glass. So you have to be aware of that. But it takes the tint out of the glass so that when you're displaying your piece, if you had a white, like a statue, you put it behind there, it's going to look green tint to it. So if you're doing a high-end display case, you want to make sure you get, there's different brands out there. I think the most popular one is Starfire. And it takes the green tint out, essentially. It's more expensive, like about 45% more expensive. Oof. Yeah. It's
worth it though.
For me it was worth it. So
and Battlecat was saying a trick to prevent reflection is also have the LED pointing away from the glass. You get a zero reflection. Okay. Yeah, that's a great bring too. That's a great bring. I love discussing these kind of things with the community because it's a way that when you're spending all this money, how you can display them properly, or I think that lighting is very important when displaying statues, but Alan's got a lot of knowledge in that. So I always, I want to pick his brain just a little bit, and that way he can kind of share some of that knowledge with us. Aiden as well. We were talking about that earlier, Aiden, and you can really tell, like Alan's display, like it's hard to see like reflections. It's hard to see. I guess it's just the way it's lit and how it's.
I have all the other lights in the room turned off.
Oh, that helps. Yeah.
If I turned on the overhead track lighting, you would see that reflected in the glass.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, but you know what? Out of all the people I've ever seen, Alan, I'm going to say this, man. You have the best display I've ever seen, and that is, I'm very picky on displays and people. I've seen every Ronnie Starks. I've seen them all. You have by far the best, brother. By far.
Wow. That's high praise. Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Well, they have an award after you, Alan, so I don't know. They got awards after you and everything else. People want to make shirts about you and everything, write songs. I don't know, man. It's like, it's just, it's all in the writing.
You know what? All of you guys have great collections, and everybody collects at the level that they're comfortable with.
Sure.
Financially, especially, depending on what you want to do. Aiden knows that too. It can really get expensive. Jimmy, you bought those Monty cases. You know how pricey that stuff can be.
Yep.
So yeah, everybody collects at their own level. Noah's got a great looking setup. Marcus is going to have a great looking setup back there once he starts getting a bunch of JND pieces back.
Take it easy.
Yeah.
Take it. I'm one and done. One and done. One and done.
No,
I say that.
you know
I say
what?
that. Yeah,
You can never have. You'll never have just one. I guarantee it.
And actually, no, I'm gonna go all in on JND Justice League Zack Snyder watch. Oh God, I just hurt my stomach saying that. Ugh.
Well, we're at that 1 hour mark. I did want to thank everybody for joining us this evening, and also look for the live unboxing with Noah this week for the Prime 1 Ripley, and that's going to be amazing. I can totally see myself picking this up after that unboxing.
Yeah.
Jeez. I mean, hanging out with these guys, that's all we do is we spend money. Look for some more future announcements coming very, very soon. Prime 1 will be joining us very shortly. As soon as I have all the details locked down, I will post them. Also, Romel the sculptor will be with us very soon also. I cannot wait to have him on here. What a great dude. Very humble, but extremely talented. One of the best in the business at 3D sculpting, hands down. If you don't know who he is, just look behind you. You probably got a piece that he's done in his collection. Again, I want to thank the 146 subscribers we had in the last 7 days. Thank you for joining us, and I promise to bring the best content possible. I will see you this week with Noah's live unboxing from Prime 1, and then, of course, Friday for Statue Talk. Stay godlike, and I'll see you then. Bye.
Peace.